Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On play action, Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Trevor Davis, deep for Green Bay. This is taken at about the 14. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now left side on the swing pass. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. Save. 50's the money.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Jackson on first down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, buddy.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Kill.
Rodgers going to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. To throw on 3rd down, Rodgers. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On the return is Jones. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson, option. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Jackson now. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the 1st down in the process. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play?
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Preston Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Dean Lowry in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. A 55-yard attempt. Normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
Tim Williams makes the tackle.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
They'll run it with Jones. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. They're down here in the 3rd quarter, trying to get something going. Going to the outside there didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think
nowhere there to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now this throw caught left side. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
There goes Mark Ingram, past the 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 59 yards, and the Ravens will extend their lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Over here. Check.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Patrick Owasor came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. On 1st down, it's Ingram. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked Picked off by Brandon Carr. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll run it with Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. And he's got the connection to the tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Packers. From 3 yards out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Crosby connects on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here's Jackson to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Seth Roberts, 57 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
319! Let's go! All day! All day!
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs.